Okay, so Cosmic Crucible Match 3. We are on the third trial. We are still on Season 0. Season 0 is going to last 2 months, supposedly. And once again, we are on the third match, third trial. The second trial got lost in the ether. So we are going to take a look at which teams I used to defeat my opponent. And these teams will have a lot of theory crafting. We can take a look at his defense. So on the first team, room 1, he has some kind of marauders with Dr. Octopus, Silver Surfer and Minerva. Then he has Darkhold, which I was not able to beat. Then he has the Web Warriors. After that, on room 4, on Slowdown, he has X Factor with X23. Cosmic Catastrophe, room 5, he had the Wakanda, and finally on Time Dampening he had the Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, Captain Marvel and New Warrior. So nothing special in terms of defense apart from having Darkhold on defense. We still managed to destroy one of the enemies, and with that we were able to win the match. So let's see which teams I used in order to defeat these enemies. So the first match I faced was on room 4, Slowdown, where you cannot have speed up, and the enemy had X Factor with X23, and his team is way weaker than mine. He has most gear tier 14 on his characters, I have gear tier 15 on my characters. And to counter his X Factor with X23, I used my own X Factor with Hawkeye and Falcon. Hawkeye will go before the X Factor, and we can turn rewind some of the X Factor characters. Also crit, and that will allow us to go first. I added up Falcon here because he also has a high chance of crit with his ultimate, and he can also give turn meter with his special. Okay, so let's get started. Let's take a look on how exactly it worked. As you'll see, it was pretty smooth. Once again, we have a Hawkeye with a high crit chance going first, and then we have Falcon that can do the special or the ultimate. Okay, so here you always want to turn rewind Shatterstar because he's the one that goes first. After you go first, you want to finish off Longshot. He's the one that gives turn meter to the enemy. So for most part, you won the match. Now you want to make sure that you go after X23. You don't want her to do anything funny. Multiple mana and Polaris, they are way too slow, so you don't have much to worry about. Okay, here I used the ultimate, and unfortunately I got unlucky, and they had additional barriers, so that cost us some additional efficiency. Not a huge deal. After we are done with the long shot, you want to go after Polaris. X23, she died easily because she was full of disrupts. And as you can see, this team works very, very well. Hawkeye, once again, being the MVP on Cosmic Crucible. Okay, now we are on room 3, defensive reversal. And I'm going to use mostly trash characters. Most people would not consider using these characters, but I'm going to use them against Web Warriors. So we are going to use a mixture of Brotherhood with Heroes for Hire. We are going to use the offensive Heroes for Hire, so we have Misty Knight, we have Colin Wing, we have Shang-Chi, and after that we are going to use the Blob and Magneto. That will allow Magneto to go first, and he's going to apply blind to all of the Web Warriors. And after that, the Blob will give deflects to Colin Wing and to Shang-Chi. That will increase their crit chance and their block chance and block amount by a very, very significant amount. Okay, so you can see Magneto go first, apply blinds to everyone. Now, because we have Misty Knight, the ultimate from Colin Wing is unavoidable. As you can see, she's doing some insane damage. They also have speed up, and they are completely destroying the Web Warriors. Ghost Spider is already down, and now we are going to focus on Scarlet Spider, which is the one that gives the healing. Even that they have all heal block, once again, this heal block comes from Colin Wing's counter attack, and that's because the blob is giving them assists. Now, because Shang-Chi is so much beefier than everyone else, and because he's also faster, he's able to clear all those bleeds from Colin Wing. So even that Colin Wing is not exactly beefy, Shang-Chi will go first and will clear the bleeds, and Colin Wing will have no problems with that. And as you saw, they completely destroy the enemies, no chance there. And yeah, like this, we are using 4 trash characters plus Shang-Chi, which is definitely a good way to use these characters. Okay, now we are going to take a look at the 4th match, and the 4th match was against Wakanda, and it was on Cosmic Catastrophe, Room 5. And once again, I use a very unusual team, and I forgot to start to record before the match started. But the team that we are using is Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, Colossus, Phoenix, and Doctor Doom. Now, why am I using Black Bolt on Room 5? He's not going to have any turn because he's a cosmic character. Yes, that's true. What is also true is that whenever Yo-Yo goes and she uses her basic, Black Bolt will always assist. So even that Black Bolt will not have his turns, it's not like he's completely useless because he's constantly assisting from Yo-Yo's basic. Another thing is that whenever the enemies got on the red health, Black Bolt is going to burp, so even that is not going to have his turns, he's definitely still providing a lot of utility. And this is great because he's going to give 50% health to Yo-Yo, and that will allow Yo-Yo to keep applying offense down to the Wakanda, making sure that we at least survive the first onslaught. And with the team that we are using, once again, Yo-Yo, Black Bolt, Colossus and Phoenix, plus Doctor Doom, I think we'll have higher chance of winning this match. We are going to try to focus to flip some of the defense ups, focus on the most important characters, which is Black Bolt and Okoye, and after that for sure we'll have an easy time winning. Okay, so let's take a look at how the match exactly went. You can see I always have terrible luck with the AI, they always do the perfect chain rotations. And Killmonger, the same thing. He does rebound chain, but still somehow he goes from the left to the right. It's unbelievable. I guess it's because he doesn't have the T4, or I don't know. I just find it completely crazy. Okay, so we got lucky. Doctor Doom was attacked first, and we were able to use his ultimate. So we are going to focus on Black Panther. We were not able to flip with the first attack. Let's see with the second attack. Yes, we did. Defense down. Let's go. And now let's see who is going to assist. Unfortunately, it's going to be Yo-Yo, which is not great because Black Bolt and Phoenix both have offense down. Okay, so let's get rid of Phoenix. And because we already removed Black Panther, so even if they kill Phoenix and get some additional attack, of course it's not going to matter. So now we have the defense down, and now we are going to steal the health by 20%. That's nice because it allows us to keep the enemies, it will keep us healthy. It's still a nice amount of health. Once again, Yo-Yo doing the basic and Black Bolt with assist, removing the positive effects from the enemies. But as you can see, now the Wakanda team, they are very, very annoying because of the multiple characters giving defense up. But still we are able to finish them off, and now we have Shuri last and M'Baku. So we are going to taunt with Colossus, and I have my Colossus as a healer because with the charges that he has, he's going to be able to heal the other characters. So yeah, now we have Phoenix healing up a little bit, now healing even more thanks to Colossus, and we are going to finish this M'Baku. And this was also a nice way to use the leftovers from our X-Men team, plus Yo-Yo, Black Bolt and Doctor Doom. So we used one good character and a few average characters as well. Okay, so now we are on time dampening, and on this team, on this room, we are facing Cloak and Dagger, Yo-Yo and Black Bolt. So a good way to counter Yo-Yo is using Dr. Octopus. Your characters will be immune to offense down, which is great. You don't want Cloak to have offense down. Then we are also going to use Zemo to apply ability block to Cloak, or at least to try. And finally, I was not sure if I was going to use Emma Frost or Cable. I decided to go for Cable. 5% should be enough to apply negative effects to the enemies. And that's it. So we are going to try to ability block Cloak, blind everyone else, and then ship away the important targets. Dagger, she is here as a good damage dealer, but she also provides some healing, and the same goes for Dr. Octopus. Now here I use Dr. Octopus as a healer isolate, but if you have him as a skirmisher, that's going to be more beneficial, so you always apply the slows. Okay, so we go after Cloak, we try to apply the ability block, we were able to, unfortunately not a slow. And here I decided to apply slow to Yo-Yo, but I should have applied slow to Cloak, so I would have more time to do my abilities after his first turn. Okay, so now we are going to apply big damage and negative effects. As you guys saw, the enemy Cloak dodged everything, which was super annoying. So after that, I want to focus on their dagger, make sure that she goes away. You can use the basic or you can use the special. If you feel like your dagger is too weak, maybe using the basic is going to be more relevant. Here I was trying to decide who am I going to turn rewind. I did the basic, so I get a charge. That will allow me to turn rewind the entire enemy team. I go after Yo-Yo just to tag her with vulnerability, and this is why I should have applied the slow to Cloak, because now he's going so much faster than my dagger that I'm not able to use her ultimate before he goes. Now apply the slow, but it's too late, bro. You should have done it before. A Black Bolt finishes off my Cable because of that, so we lost some efficiency points there. We are finally able to get rid of Cloak, and now I have blind on everyone. So this was a little bit of a dangerous situation. Black Bolt is about to have his turn, so I apply offense down to him, so his ultimate is not super crazy. Okay, but even like that, we are still not safe. We are still in a dangerous situation. Dagger keeps doing some insane damage. I use the basic to remove the Captain Marvel. Maybe I should have used the ultimate to also remove Black Bolt. And as you guys can see, they are still holding up. But even if Dr. Octopus dies, his passive is still active. It's not like many other characters, when they die they lose the passives. So yeah, with that resistance to offense down, we were able to beat it quite easily. Cloak and Dagger on their own, they are just great. Okay, so now that we are done with all the special rooms, we are going to take a look at room 1, where we are facing Strife, Mr. Sinister, Dr. Octopus, Minerva, and Silver Surfer. Not sure exactly why they are using this team on defense, but we are going to use our Marauders to finish off this team. Because we have Emma Frost, we didn't use her with the New Warriors, you use the Cable instead. So we still have Emma Frost to use here. And with that speed advantage, the Marauders, they are actually very good. They can defeat teams like the Young Avengers in Cosmic Crucible. But it depends of the room, it's not in every room, depends of the room. But in this specific situation, they are going to be great. And you'll see, so they have 3 support characters. That's the first mistake, because Madeline Pryor is going to apply ability block for 2 turns in all of them. We are also going to apply offense down to Silver Surfer, which will reduce his damage by quite a lot. And we are also going to clone Silver Surfer just to make things easy. Okay, so Strife with his basic steals the defense up from Silver Surfer to Mr. Sinister. Make sure that he survives. Here you can use the ultimate or the basic from Mystique. Just to apply the tag, the damage is not super important. You can save it for after Madeline Pryor goes, so they have defense down, and that can guarantee 1 kill. Now we are going to clear all those heal blocks away and the ability block as well. And now Madeline Pryor is such an amazing character, just look at that. Negative effects for everyone, disrupts, ability blocks, and so on. and she's also able to flip positive effects on the enemies with her eyes await attack. Okay, so we clone Silver Surfer. Now we are going to ability block the enemy Silver Surfer to make sure that he doesn't do anything funny. We have Strife with Disrupt, so we have nothing to worry about. Mr. Sinister is with ability block, so he's not able to clone. My Strife taunts, and Mystique with her ultimate, with her special. The special ability from Mystique is very good, and she is flipping positive effects to negative effects on the enemies. So we block once again all those enemies, especially Minerva. I don't want her to revive anyone. And now we are going to use the mind control from Emma Frost to finish up the enemy Silver Surfer. You can see the damage that Madeline Pryor is doing is just absurd. We are going to use her basic, no need to use the ultimate. And now we are just going to play a little bit with the food and see what's up. Just do some big damage to the characters. It doesn't really matter in terms of efficiency because I forced my enemy to fail. And if you force your enemy to fail, it doesn't matter your efficiency. That's why I prefer defense to offense. It's exactly because of that. Okay, so let's see the damage now. Probably going to attack Strife, yes. So almost 300,000, not amazing, but he doesn't have defense down anymore, so that's fine. He's gone, and now Mr. Sinister. So as you saw, Marauders with Madeline Pryor, very strong on a Cosmic Crucible offense. And for the final match, we have the Darkhold, and I was not expecting to win this, and this is why I prefer to play defense than offense, because if I force my enemy to lose more than one time, then I can skip some teams that he has on defense. Okay, so I'm gonna use first my Web Warriors and Symbiotes just to burn out some of the cooldowns from the Darkhold. Of course, I was not expecting to win. What I was expecting is to consume the special, the ultimate from Morgan Le Fay, and also the taunt from Wong. Okay, so we are just doing that. The Web Warriors, especially together with the Symbiote Spider-Man, they have additional 30% HP, and that's very convenient because they will have a lot more survivability. Anti-Venom is also nice because he's able to clear some negative effects away. He also gets these evades that give him increased ability of survival. And here we're just trying to hold up as much as possible. Once again, just trying to make sure that Morgan Le Fay and Wong use their abilities. Okay, so here I just try to heal up. Maybe if I would have brought Carnage instead of Spider-Punk, I would last a little bit longer, and maybe I would be able to use the ultimate from Doctor Strange Supreme. Not the case, but it's something that we can take a look into the future and see if we can improve upon. Now that we burned some of the cooldowns on the Darkhold team, we are going to use the Secret Avengers with some random trash and just try to eat some of the characters away, especially Agatha. If you can destroy Agatha, that's fine. She has very little HP, and hopefully Kestrel can destroy her with her ultimate. So it's a good situation. We'll try to do. It's 600% piercing damage. Kestrel has a nice amount of damage as well, so let's see if we can finish it off. Okay, so with Kestrel we give the speed up. They spawn with deflects because they are skill characters. And the other characters, OG Spider-Man, you see that he got a dodge, which is very good. Even if he would not dodge, he would survive, but applying this defense down together with slow when Kestrel is around is just great. Okay, so as you saw, the ultimate from Doctor Strange completely destroyed me, and this is why I was mentioning that maybe if I had Carnage, I would be able to stop him from doing that. And now we are just going to try to win. Usually you want to stun Morgan Le Fay, but in this case I'm gonna stun Agatha because I don't want her to go on stealth. So we are going to do just that, do the ultimate to her, do the stun, do the ultimate, try to kill her off. She had way too many death proofs, I was not able to clear that away, but then Captain Sam came through with his special, which only summons skill allies for assist. Keep this in mind. Sometimes I make the mistake of having Captain Sam with non-skill characters, and then I'm wondering why he doesn't have the assist. It's exactly because of that, it's only skill characters. And after that, it was impossible for us to win, but at least we got one of them down, and that's some additional currency. We'd have won anyway, so it's irrelevant, but at least we keep the pride from destroying one of the Darkhold enemies. So yeah, that was my third trial on the third match on Cosmic Crucible, still on Season 0, trying to climb up for that Masters rating. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get Masters this week, probably next week, but we are very near the 1800 trophies, and hopefully the rewards on Season 1 will be very decent, because so far just getting this currency from Cosmic Crucible is not super motivating. But as you guys can see, I'm using this Season 0 to try different matchups and using alternative characters that probably would not be your first pick, but this is what I think Cosmic Crucible is going to be going forward, because right now we think that offense is all that matters, but if you take a look at all the nuances of this game mode, I think defense is going to be a lot more important. And if you force your enemy to lose once, like I did, then you'll have a much easier time winning the trial or winning the match. And you can see that it's very strange. I'm on the top and I have a small amount of VPs, but VPs, they don't really matter. What matters at the end of the day is winning the matches, and that's why we are doing this strategy. So yeah guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you found any of the information helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.